Well, hey there, everyone. It's me, Esther. Today, I would like to share with you a very personal story. I'm being very transparent and quite vulnerable in sharing this story with you. But I believe it is a beautiful story that I'm hoping will inspire you to hold on to those dreams, those wishes, your intentions, those things that you want to create in your life. For me, it was one of those, ooh, I always want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do it. Hold on to those moments. And when you are in perfect alignment with them, they will be. And some things will happen and manifest quickly because your alignment is fast, and other things take a long time, which you will hear from this story. This is about my experience at a nude beach, the euphoria I experienced while I was there, and then what did I do with those photos that I took when I was at the nude beach, because I minted them into NFTs. Oh my goodness, they've been online for a while, and I wanted to do this video just to accompany those photos in case somebody comes across it. So hello everybody. If you're new to me, this is going to be a bit unusual, but welcome to my channel. My name is Esther Bartkiw. I'm a core belief therapist. I'm an intuitive and energy reader. I'm a student, a fan of astrology, quantum science. Last year, 2021, I got right with the light, which really changed a lot of things again in my life. And I help people to turn within and to discover, explore, and change those limiting beliefs, patterns, thoughts, unhealed trauma, unexpressed trauma that is being held within, so that they can release that and move forward, creating the life that they want to live and experience here on planet Earth. And this is a personal story of some of my own overcomings. So, since I was a teenager, I've always wanted to go to a nude beach, but I never did because I felt very insecure about me generally in every area of my life, but particularly with body and how I looked. Okay, my mantra back then was that I was not skinny, I was not pretty, so I was unworthy, right? The world was against me. I could never succeed in life. And those limiting beliefs resulted in food issues. I was bulimic, I was anorexic. I would beat and pound on my body because I didn't like it, trying to beat it into submission. I had very, very low self-esteem, low self-worth. It's all rooted in childhood, okay? I had a parent who gave me very mixed messages about how a girl is supposed to look, right? The message came as you've got to be skinny and pretty to be successful. Mixed messages about food. You know, one moment it's slapping food out of my hand, don't eat that. The next moment we're getting burgers and French fries. It was just a real mess. And so I never felt secure with my body, with myself, and my whole entire life has been from being really fit and feeling good about myself to being overweight and feeling down on myself. And I just kind of went up and down, up and down, up and down until I had my awakening back in 2004 that I did not love myself. I didn't even really like myself, and I, in fact, pretty much loathed everything about myself. So that awakening stimulated my looking within at core beliefs, at my patterns. It really set me off in a whole new direction with my personal life, my business, my work, my contribution to the world. And for all of these years since, that's always a focus of mine, a main focus of mine, deeper self-love, deeper self-worth and respect and acknowledgement, understanding I'm not my body, I'm the spirit, I'm the light inside, but wanting to take good care of my body and just loving and being okay with myself, no matter what age I'm at, what I look like, what's going on in my life. Okay. So I've always wanted to go to a nude beach, but because of these patterns and beliefs that I held, I never did it. Because when I felt really thin and fit and, ooh, I've got it going on, there is no nude beaches around to go to. When I did have opportunity to go to a nude beach, I wasn't feeling pretty good about myself. There were also times where I could go to a nude beach and I was looking awesome, right? But the deep insecurities would come up. I also had limiting beliefs, and I'll be honest, like from family, extended family, that, nude beaches were like, ooh, taboo. We don't talk about that. We don't go there. That's not for us. That's for other people. I had that to overcome. That piece I got over very easily. It was the body image and feeling good about myself enough, whether I was thin or whether I was jiggly, to go to a beach and have that experience. So I've done a lot of inner work along the way, and there's been a lot of growth. And while it's never been, I would say in the last 10 years, it hasn't really been on my thought of, ooh, bucket list, nude beach, bucket list, nude beach. It hasn't been like that. But I know that anytime you set up a rocket of desire, something that you wish, want, desire, an intention, I've always wanted to do that moment, it is created and it hangs out in the ethers energetically until you align with it. So this past summer, 2021, I was in Budva, and there was a period for about 48 hours where I was just like manifesting unexpected things like crazy. In fact, if you follow me on Instagram, I wrote a post saying I just manifested 5 dreams come true within 48 hours. Like I was on a manifesting euphoria high, and the nude beach was one of those things. So I had decided that I wanted to do a tour excursion to the southern part of Montenegro because I hadn't explored that area. And I was really excited about it. And we got to the last stop, which is right at the southern point of Montenegro. It's a city called Ulci. I hope I said that correct. And it's known for having a long, like kilometers long, I think it's like 25 kilometers long, sandy white beach, which is unusual in Montenegro and Croatia because the beaches are pebble. And so that was the last stop on this tour. We get off the tour bus. There's about 30 of us on the tour bus. And the tour guide says, there's 3 restaurants over there. I know you're hungry. Go eat. And then when you're finished, you'll have a few minutes to go to the beach. Well, I wanted to go straight to the beach because I'm getting right with the light, and I knew I wanted the opportunity to spend at least 30 minutes in the sun getting vitamin D rays, right? Because I was in momentum. I was in my new habit of getting right with the light. So while everybody went to go eat, I went to the beach. And the bus dropped us off, which what I can assume or believe to be one tip where the beach started, and then literally you could walk along the beach for all those kilometers and you would get to the Albanian border. It was a September day. It was pretty warm, about 23, 24 Celsius, but there was a wind making it cold and the sea was a bit wild. And I saw that because it's later in the season, there were lots of people at the beach, but it wasn't crowded. Okay, I could find a place for my towel. I was dressed in a sundress. I didn't bring my swimsuit, but I did have a towel with me. So first of all, I am walking along the shore and I'm taking pictures of the beach and the waves and the scenery. And as I'm walking, I see this lady sitting at the seashore, like, mermaid style, but she has no swimsuit on. And I'm like, how fantastic for her. She must feel so good, so free to be able to do that, so confident. And I keep walking and taking photos, and then I notice, ooh, this couple's not wearing a swimsuit, and that man is walking into the water and he's not wearing a swimsuit. And then ding, 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 I realized I must be at a nude beach, which surprised me. I didn't know Ulci had a nude beach. That was news to me, okay? So I put my phone away because at least I knew that taking pictures and photography is forbidden on nude beaches generally, right? So I put my phone away, my camera away, and I kept walking and looking, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm on a nude beach. Then I started laughing, and I went, God, it took us so long. It took so many years. It took decades to get to this place. I got emotion as I'm even talking about it because it was a pivotal moment for me of, my God, it took so long to manifest this, but here I am. I have the opportunity, and I feel confident inside enough to do this no matter what I look like, no matter what's going on with my body, my appearance, my image. And I was laughing and I was happy, and there was not even a hesitant thought to not do this. So I took the towel out of my bag and I laid it on the ground, and I took my sundress off and my bra and my panties, and I laid on the sand. I spread my arms, I spread my legs, I let the sun get everywhere on my body, and it was glorious. And I felt so good, and I felt so free, and I was just lying there thinking it took a long time for me to get to this place, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like ready to get aligned. I was laughing that, God, you didn't forget about my wishes come true. It was just so encouraging to me that some of those manifestations I've been waiting for that might be long in coming, God doesn't forget. I just have to align with it. I was congratulating myself for aligning with it, acknowledging the growth within myself from those days way back when. And it was, I think I was there for about 30 or 45 minutes. It was just a full-on beautiful breakthrough, celebration, enjoying moment. And of course, in the middle of that, I used some of that beautiful energy to set off some new manifestations in motion because I was in the vibe of it. So I would flip over on my tummy, and I would, I didn't care. I didn't care who saw me. I didn't care who was looking at my body. I went into the water. It was magnificent. And so I of course, I wanted to immortalize it, not just in my brain and in my memories. I took up my phone and I took some pictures of me, just really nice, tasteful, me lying on my towel, but you could see that I was nude. I wanted to have that as a memento. So then I had to head back to the bus. I was just so happy. It was magnificent. And I got home and I'm like, I really want to share this story with people because I want people to be inspired that even if some of your manifestations are taking a long time, they will show up when you align, no matter how long it takes. Universe doesn't forget, God doesn't forget. Okay. And then, sometimes those manifestations that take a long, long time, when you do have that moment, they are the most amazing moments that you will ever experience in your life. And I just want to inspire people that change is possible and growth is possible, and you can break old patterns and habits and beliefs about yourself. And it may not happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight for me. It was a slow progression over the years. But this manifestation at the nude beach was like a culmination moment. And I really felt like it was my inner self and God saying to me, take note of how far you've come over the years. Take note of how far you've come. It was beautiful. So I really wanted to do a post on Instagram about this, and I was conflicted. I didn't want people to say, oh, you're so thirsty. Okay. And thirsty meaning you're seeking attention. Because we know on social media, there's people who put, photos that are looking for attention. It's easy. We see it. It's obvious. That's not what I was looking for. I didn't want people that I work with to see those photos and think, oh my God, what is Esther doing? Right? Because there's always judgments, always. And I also just didn't want people trolling me saying like, oh my God, you look terrible. Why are you putting up this photo? Because there's always trolls. And I was like, oh, I want to avoid all of that. I didn't know what to do. I asked two very important people in my life their opinion. And one was a male, and he said, you know what, do it. He said, the way you're explaining it to me, I feel it, do it. And he said, people are going to say what they're going to say. And I knew that. So that was one piece of input. And then one of my very best friends, who also does the same type of work that I do, we had a long conversation about it because she understood the business point of view about it, that people might think it's not professional and all of that. And in the end, you know, of course, both of them say it's up to you, but I just needed to talk it through. And so I decided, no, I want to use this because I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I love it. And I love using experiences from my life to inspire other people. But time went on, and then I moved from Montenegro here to Croatia, and I never posted the photos. And then I would look at those photos and I'm like, what am I going to do with them? I think they're so beautiful. They're raw, meaning I didn't have full makeup on. I didn't have a lighting director. You can see my wrinkles, like they're raw, but you can tell they're so beautiful, and I just love them. So fast forward to December, and I was researching about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. It's a crypto term and concept, and I wanted to put some of my photography up as NFTs. And as I was researching it, I had this thought from within saying, you know, this would be a really nice place to put those photos of you at the nude beach. And I'm like, oh, I can't. And then I went, why not? Right? Why not? And I thought, when you put an NFT up and you mint it, it's on the blockchain, which means it's there forever. And I'm like, you know what? I think I want that. I want that up there forever, so that when somebody sees it, whatever they come to conclusions about those photos, it's up to them. But for me, it was a breakthrough moment. It was a culmination moment. It was inspiring and encouraging, and I loved it for myself. And I want those photos to be the same for other people. And if somebody likes it when they look at it, great. Have a little pleasure in your life that day. Okay? I'm fine with that. So I put them up on blockchain. I minted it as an NFT. They have been there since December. I actually have a link in my link tree. I mean, it's been there for anybody to see and find out. And then I thought I wanted to make this video, so if that somebody does see it and they're curious as to, oh, Esther, what's going on here? Why are you doing this? Then I wanted to have this video of explanation. Okay. And so that's what I'm doing here with you today. I want to encourage you to hold on to your dreams, no matter how long they're taking to manifest. That sometimes those long held dreams, when they come true, are even more incredible than you could even imagine. That God universe never forgets about these things you want to create in your life. Never, never. And so you might be thinking, well, how do I align? Like, how do I finally pull that in? The moment you dream, wish, conceive, say, ooh, I want to do that. Okay, that's something I always want to do. You're sending out, as Abraham Hicks says, a rocket of desire into the ethers. And when you can see yourself, ooh, I see myself walking on that nude beach or lying on that nude beach or whatever it is, it begins to form in the ethers. It's done. It's created. And all you have to do is pull it into your reality. How do you do it? You align with it. How do you align with it? You raise your vibration, right? Your vibration is determined by your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your concepts of reality, your actions. So if you are wanting to create and live and experience something in your life and it's not coming in, that means you've got something going on inside, a thought, a feeling, an emotion, unexpressed trauma, an unresolved memory from the past, beliefs, some kind of pattern or habit or concept of reality. Like for me, right? Nude beaches, taboo, taboo. That's not for us, Esther. Okay. And you need to resolve that. Release it, move through it, resolve it, not give it so much power in your life. And as you do that, you align with that which you desire, and then poof, you're living it and experiencing it. And this was unexpected for me. When I went on that excursion, nobody told me we were going to a beach, number one. Nobody told me we were going to a nude beach, but there it was. And I was like, oh my God, universe, you didn't forget. You didn't forget. So the work that I do with people is I help them to align. Fundamentally at that level of core belief, healing unexpressed trauma, changing patterns and behaviors that are self-sabotaging, and changing concepts of reality, which is opening up consciousness and awareness. Maybe you're having a new awareness by just watching this right now. So if you need help with that kind of work, inner work, please reach out to me. There's a link below for my website with my sessions, and we can get started on that right away. Because who knows what you have waiting for you in the ethers to just align with and pull into your reality. And yes, if you want to see the pictures, they're out there. I can't take them down now. Once they're on the blockchain, they are on the blockchain. Anybody can find them at any time. The link is also below as well. All right. So thank you for allowing me to be very open and vulnerable here, telling you a very personal story. And I hope something here inspires you, encourages you, or gives you an aha moment to set you off in a new direction. All right. Ciao, Bellas.